Meechie Terry, also known as Baldhead, really blew up out of nowhere in the past couple of months. So just how good is he at basketball and what's his backstory? The player we're going to be talking about in today's video has a weird and a really inspirational story. At first he started getting mocked in high school for balding at a very young age. But then, instead of getting mocked for it, he actually embraced the nickname. And now everyone knows him as Baldhead. But what's the backstory to this guy? Let's dive into it. Meet Demetrius Terry. He comes in at roughly 6'1" and 175 pounds. When he was growing up, he was a pretty good basketball player. He was above average, but he wasn't great. And that narrative relatively stayed the same throughout his entire high school career. All throughout high school, he was unranked and he finished his high school career unranked. He's from Cleveland, and for his high school career, he attended St. Edward High School. And the quote-unquote Baldhead nickname really came onto the scene when he played LaMelo Ball. This game, well, not really the game itself, but the performance by Meechie himself went completely viral. He's a straight-up hustler and had a great defensive performance. After that game, he really went viral and he had the nickname Baldhead Terry. He's really known for how hard he plays on the defensive end of the ball, but he can get a bucket here and there. So you're probably thinking, his story's actually pretty simple. Well, not so fast. At one point in his life, he had to live in a homeless shelter in Minnesota. So yeah, times were hard, but he just stayed positive and kept pushing. And when he was wrapping up his high school career, he had very good interest from Cleveland State. They're a small D1 school, but hey, an offer's an offer. And Cleveland State was really interested in him, but here's the problem. They didn't even have a coach at the time. And when they finally hired one, that coach just really didn't care to have Meechie on the roster. So this was heartbreaking, and most basketball players would quit, but he didn't. He opted to play 1 year of prep school basketball. At first, he actually tried playing in a school in Minnesota, but that didn't last long. And this is where he was actually homeless for a week or two, because when he got there, the school didn't even have housing for him. But like I said, this guy was really determined, so he was still working out in a local gym. Eventually, when he knew that school wasn't going to work out, he decided to go to DME, which is a sports academy in Daytona Beach, Florida. And now this is where our story takes a drastic turn. This is what Terry had to say about it. I had been in contact with the head coach since last summer. I never met him in person, and then I went to a JUCO showcase for my school. I'm standing in line and Coach Gates tapped me. He said, "What's up?" So I wound up attending DME, and it couldn't have went any better for him. And when the season was coming to an end, that same coach that didn't want him came calling once again. This is when Cleveland State actually offered Meechie Terry a scholarship. And here's what one of his high school coaches had to say about him. He really had a tough background and upbringing. That's where the emotion comes from. I told Coach Gates, once Meechie buys into you as a person, you're getting a kid that's 100% committed and passionate about the jersey he puts on. And hey, just by watching this kid play, he definitely is passionate about basketball. For his team at DME, he helped lead them to a 19-7 record. A lot of people that go hard at whatever they do in life, they have a reason for it, and his reason was his father. Quote unquote, my dad really wanted me to make this decision. For my dad being in a wheelchair, I want him to see me play games. He's the reason I go hard every day. I want him to be happy. It really seemed like him going to DME changed his life, and that's what got him going in the first place. Ever since that big decision, it's been nothing but smooth for him. He's blown up on YouTube, he has over 100,000 followers on Instagram, and the fame just keeps coming. And I also think he's played Cash Nasty in a one-on-one, so yeah, that's pretty big time. For a kid who at one time had 0 offers and was living in a homeless shelter, I don't think he could picture it'd get any better than this. And I just really love how people were laughing at him and mocking him for being bald, and instead of getting mad about it, he just embraced it. And now those same people are probably looking stupid right now because it's his own nickname. He seems like a really great guy, and I'm wishing him the best of luck in his basketball career. Meechie Terry is known for being the bald-headed guy in high school basketball. And if that wasn't bad enough, his story growing up was also pretty tough. But now, things are looking bright for him, so can he continue to push hard, or is he just gonna disappear? But hey man, with all this being said, that's about gonna wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something. If you are new to the channel, what are you doing? Join the family, and hit that subscribe button and leave a like for more. And as always, let's be great. I'm out, y'all. Peace.